Hey guys, I'm Renee Roden. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you all. Today we will be doing a braided or cornrow, cane row hair tutorial. It's going to be a flat braided hair tutorial. If you want to see how I got this look today, please go ahead and like and subscribe down below. And if you want to see this final and complete look, stay tuned and enjoy. Hey guys, so I have already washed and conditioned my hair and went ahead and deep conditioned with Aunt Jackie's CoCo Repair Coconut Creme Deep Conditioner. And I'm going to style my hair with Aunt Jackie's Curl LaLa Defining Curl Custard for natural curls, coils, and waves. It is sulfate, paraben, petroleum, and mineral free. That's only if I could get it open. So I'm going to apply that, and I did that off camera. And now we are going to go in with a rat tail comb, and we're going to section our hair off. And I'm starting at the tip of my ear at an angle. I'm going to be making a part all the way across the middle of my head and continuing that part until I meet the tip of my ear on the other side. So once I have perfected that part, I'm going to take the bottom half and secure it with a grabber so that it is out of the way for when we are ready to style. So for the first part, I'm going to start from above the arch of my eyebrow, and I'm going to angle the comb to go across my head, and I'm taking that part straight back to where the part is that we created across the middle of our head. I'm just going in with a different comb that's more manageable when it comes to perfecting the part, and I'm making sure it is as straight as I want it. And perfecting it to my liking. So I'm just securing off this section that we are not using right now and clipping that away for later. And we are making our next part to create our first cane row or braid. So you can make your sections for your part as small or as large as you want to. Just make sure that the beginning of your part is smaller than the end. So you want the start of your braid to be smaller, and as you get to the end of the braid you want it to be just a little bit larger but not chunky. I will be making a total of 10 braids in my hair today for this style. You can make as many braids as you desire. I am now going to moisturize my scalp with Blue Magic Originals Super Grow. It's a hair scalp conditioner for natural styles made with jojoba oil, shea butter, and Japanese green tea leaves. It is pretty hot outside here in Florida, so I definitely want my hair as well as my scalp to be moisturized. So I am just going to apply that directly to my scalp. Okay, so the last product we will use in our hair for this style is the Olive Oil Eco Styler Gel. I'm using a small amount of this product, and I'm going to brush. I'm going to be smoothing that product through my hair, as well as going in with my Denman brush and brushing through any knots and tangles, making my hair free of any tangles that I have. And I'm going to be brushing from the ends of my hair and working my way up to the root. So for what we've all been waiting for, the braiding part. So to start the braid, I'm going to grab a small section out of the section of the braid that I'm going to be working with. I'm going to grab a small portion, and I'm going to split that hair into 3 equal parts. And instead of crossing the hairs on the outside over the top, I'm going to be crossing them underneath. So the outside hairs will be crossed under the middle. I'm going to take that hair and pass it under the middle. And once I get a full stitch, I'm going to grab hair and start to add into my braid. So I'm going to grab hair on the right, pass it under to the left, and then grab hair on the left, pass it under, add in some more hair, and feed it to the right. So as I'm braiding, I'm going under to the left, under to the right, and I'm grabbing more hair to add into my braid. So hold the hair tight enough so that it does not unravel, but not so tight that it's unbearable. You're the one braiding your hair, so you know your tolerance. I'm not braiding the hair out to the end. I'm going to secure it off with an elastic band. I'm just splitting the hair into 2 at the ends and pulling it tight, making sure that the rubber band is nice and secure. And we are on to our second braid, continuing with the same steps, just parting my hair. On one side, you only need to do one part as you continue. So I'm parting my hair on the right side, making sure that part is perfect. And once it is to my desired taste, I'm just going to section off the hair that we are not using so that it does not cause a problem when we start braiding. Same thing as before, I'm moisturizing my scalp with our Miracle Grow, with the Super Grow. I'm just adding that to my scalp again. I'm also going to apply some gel. I am now just smoothing through my hair, and again, to start the braid, I'm taking out a small section out of the braid, and I'm going to split it into 3 equal parts. First, taking the hand on the right and bringing it under, and the left hand and bringing it under, and once I have that full stitch, I'm going to start grabbing hair and feeding it into the braid. So staying as close to the scalp as possible. As I'm braiding, I want to continue to be gentle with my hair and make the braid secure, but not to pull too tight. You shouldn't be gripping your scalp to the point that there is bulging, itching, and redness or bumps that become present. That's a sign that your hair is just too tight. So again, I am not braiding all the way out to the ends. I'm stopping where the part ends, or where the both parts meet. And I'm just going to secure that off with an elastic band. And I'm going to repeat all of these steps on the rest of the top portion of my head. And I'll be back to show you guys the final look. we are finally complete with our 10 braids. All of our lines are straight. The braids are precise. There's no bulging or loose hairs coming out of our braid. So I'm just going to undo the bottom half of my hair, and I'm going to go in and style with Eco Styler gel. And this is the complete and final look after I have styled. Curls are juicy, braids are poppin'. I hope you guys stuck with me through this video and that you enjoyed the process to getting to much for watching, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this look today. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Yeah. I'm fine. Please go downstairs. Please go downstairs. I don't have enough clothes on. Thank you. I'm good.